Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have another episode of the Road to the Show series with Edison O'Neill. You can see here we are finally getting the call up. Our coach sits us down, and we are in our last moments in the AA. We've done pretty well for ourselves. I'll showcase some of our stats. This was actually taken before our last episode, which is ironic enough. I want to try to get it as close as possible, and that was probably the closest I could get it because we got immediately caught up after that series. So I'm super excited to be making the move to the majors. It was a very startling. I didn't expect it, especially since 2 weeks ago, 2 episodes ago, or whatever, they said that we weren't doing enough and we needed to hit for more power. I mean, I guess we did hit like 2 home runs in the last episode, so we have kind of showcased that just a little bit. But here we're texting our agent. She's excited for us. I'm excited as well. So we'll be making the move up to, not exactly sure the team, to Omaha. So we'll be making our move to Nebraska, where ironically enough, the College World Series, which is starting next weekend, is going to be there. But we're making it to the AAA ranks for the Storm Chasers. That logo looks nice. Oh, man. But yeah, with that, I mean, I'm super excited. So I just wanted to let you all know, let you all in on that. Obviously, you all have seen it when we got into some gameplay, but that is how it happens, just kind of out of nowhere. So we'll be right into gameplay right after this.
Into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Some AAA
So we're back here, and we will be taking on the Toledo Mud Hens in our first game. We're around 500 on the Storm Chasers. And this is a new look, new stadium. Have not played here yet, as we are facing Madden, who throws a 4-seamer, changeup, curveball, 2-seam. He gets around 97 on that 4-seamer. Ooh, that changeup was nasty. Completely just drops off the speed there. And we're the number 1 or first base prospect. Still number 3 in the KC system. Interesting enough there. We get a hit, and that'll be a hit. His first AAA hit, and it should be an easy double. It'll be a, not stained up as they make a bad throw. It wasn't even close. 103 off the bat for O'Neill. And that is his first AAA hit. And it is a double. Exactly what he does. Very similar to Freddie Freeman. The same kind of build. And he's definitely a Freddie Freeman-esque player. And that's a very cool number. The little lightning on top. That's dope as hell. I think we'll enjoy our time here in the AAA ranks. Especially after that leadoff, or first career hit in the AAA team. We are anticipating to do great things. Not sure how to pan out. AA was all right. We hit around 270 mark there the last couple months. They thought we were doing good enough to pull us up for sure. I think we got around 4 homers and whatnot. Again, I showcased that at the beginning, but I haven't looked at it in the recording. But yeah, we're back up here for a second against Madden. Nobody on.
This pitch misses.
We take ball 1 below the knees. 2 outs though.
And he was drafted in the 7th round in
We are. I wonder if we can hit a homer here. Ooh, that big curveball slowed the pace a little bit. Fell way below our bat hit there. I get under that one, and it'll be another fly out. Some things just don't change, man. Some things just don't change. We fly out all the time in AA. We looks like we're gonna fly out all the time in AAA. Madden is here in the 6th inning, the top of the 6th. So we check our swing there for ball 1. Again, nobody on. Maybe our team just isn't as good. Maybe we should go back to AA. Maybe a little bit more fun. So we foul off strike number 2. Just joking. I would never want to go back to AA. Moving up the ranks is exactly what any prospect wants. So we get in one in our hands. Decent contact, it says, but that'll be a little peddler out to the second baseman, and he makes a play very easily. So after our leadoff hit, we'll be facing Flores. 4-seamer, cutter, curveball, changeup, 2-seam. Gets it up to 98 on that fastball. Throws 3 different types of fastballs. So we take the first one for a ball. Yeah, after a hot start to the game with that first hit, first career hit, and his first plate appearance, we've kind of cooled off a little bit. We're taking back-to-back balls here. 2-0. 3 balls in a row. We are going to be putting on that red light. Don't want to go 1 for 4. If we can get a walk, that'd be fine. As the game is now tied, and just noticed that in the top of the 8th inning.
Next one's foul.
Foul off ball 4, unfortunately. Looking here. Hopefully get something easy. Oh, my goodness. Thank the stars for the umpire there, as that was clearly a strike that was called a ball. So he'll get on base here. So we'll end up 1 for 3 today probably, unless they can drive us in. And we'll stay at second base here.
That's the kind of hit the rest of the team will really appreciate.
With 1 out,
and now they've got a good chance
runners
to
in
take
first
the
at
lead
second
late in this
base.
one.
We can get Cross to
In the air on the infield,
get one into
and
the
there's
outfield.
call for the
Grass we
infield
would get
fly.
over, but that'll be infield fly for out number 2. The
First
game
and
stays
second,
tied
2 outs.
as
Next up, the
Rave
designated
is 0 for 3 today. Not what you want to see, but righty on lefty, maybe he can get something here. And he does get walked.
And the batter
Will be
the
bases
shortstop.
loaded for Fitzgerald, who's only batting 180 this season. 4 homers, 21 RBIs, and 0 for 3 on the day. In a 0-1 count currently. He gets the bat on the ball, but that'll be a fly out to right field. And we'll get through the 8th, or top half of the 8th, tied still. So we're back up here in the top of the 9th with a chance to get us up. The go-ahead run. Flores still up to pitch. Runners at the corners, 2 outs.
He swings and fouls one off.
Oh, as we get early on that one. Good swing. 92 off the bat. Good contact. Just weren't able to time it up well enough to get it an infield hit.
Fouled off down the
Oh
right
my
side.
goodness. That was a disgusting cutter. It looked like it was going to be ball up until the last second and broke in the zone. It'll be strike number 2. 2 foul balls back to back here. So we're going to contact swing to stay alive.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
Ooh.
Impeccable
Almost gets a
discipline
swing in there, but we're able to
Wow.
just throw our shoulder at it. 1 and 2 now.
Pitch misses there.
That was just not competitive whatsoever. Great take from O'Neal. He's been able to keep a level head through the first, couple months of the season. As we foul off the second one, but that was, in Double-A. It's gonna be a little bit different here in Triple-A. Some of these guys have been, in the majors. We're gonna face guys that have pitched against major league talent as we run the count full there on that ball. We're going to be facing, closers that can throw 100. We're going to be facing starters that can throw 100. We only faced a fair few guys in the Double-A that could throw, one every couple weeks or so. But here, we faced, I think, 3 guys so far, or 2 guys, and they both have thrown up into the 98s, 99s, and stuff like that. So, as we get the barrel hit on it, but it'll be a fly out to left field, and that'll be a 1 for 4 day for O'Neal. He does have a hit and a walk, so that's not the worst case scenario as we're, not back up here, as we're in the top of the 10th. We have a runner on second, as the rules state, and that'll be an infield ground out, but it does get the runner over to third. That's an easy out for the shortstop. A sac fly will be able to do it here if we can get Cross to elevate one into the outfield. With that 0 for 3 today, the big old goose egg, he is in a full count. And he gets one on the ground. We could have, I don't know, probably would not have got home. We weren't fast enough as he gets what was a swinging bunt and ground out to the third baseman. As Rave comes up here, 3-0 count, should get walked, and he does. He'll take the 4th one. 4 balls in a row. And we'll have runners at the corners for Fitzgerald. Again, 179 on the season. This is not going to cut it, but some reason they have him in their everyday lineup. As he gets on top of one, and that'll be a simple ground out to first base. That'll be through the top half of the 10th. As we are back up here in the top of the 11th, as we put up 3 this inning, and we'll be facing Englert. A 4-seam slider, changeup, curveball, 2-seam. Throws it all over the board. Oh, and he throws that 2-seam up in the zone. Kind of drifts it in there, but he's able to not get destroyed, and we foul it off. We take ball 1, a slider down and away. Still on here. Ooh, I wanted that one, but we were way late. If we were early on that, we could have taken it down the left field line. And that's just how sometimes baseball goes. It didn't look like it was going to be anything competitive, but it dropped in there. And that was a decent swing as well. But we fouled off down the other foul line. Still 1-2. Let's try to get him.
That one way inside.
Ooh, as that one almost touches the shoulder there. And he's losing a little bit of command on that fastball. 2-2, count even.
And now we're all filled
He's
up
losing.
with
Yeah, he's lost his grip. Needs a touch of rosin back for sure. Maybe get some spider tack out there for him.
Now the payoff pitch.
Count full.
Spoils the
We
two-strike
fouled off to
offering,
stay alive.
another
Good
coming up.
timing. Just way under the ball there. We'll get another pitch. This is like pitch number 8 or 9 in the at-bat.
Line drive to center
That is a
field.
good swing.
Makes
that
a
won't
nice
get down.
grab on a full sprint.
Too much power on it. 86 off the bat. Not a great power hit, but we did contact swing.
He was a difference maker for them
As we
this
stay
one.
on to get the
Nice
win
effort
in 11 innings, and we are up 1-0 in the series, thankfully. I like the color scheme on the Blues for sure.
Next up,
We're back here on another rainy day in Omaha, or not even in Omaha. I don't even know where we're at. Toledo, Ohio. Rainy on the. I don't even know where Toledo is in relation to Ohio. As we foul off, or not even foul, we get under that one. Good timing for O'Neal, but that'll be a simple pop out to second base to get through the first half of the first inning. Back up here in the top of the fourth, looks like we are getting pretty much no hit. As we are facing Brisky. Take a look at his pitch mix here in a second. 4-seam circle change, 2-seam slider, throws around 97. See, all these guys are getting up to 97. Ooh, as we destroy that down outside of the foul line for strike 2. 104 off the bat. But like I mentioned in the last one, or in the last game, we're gonna have our hands full with these guys because they all throw heat. So we're gonna be able to have to time that up, but also still get around when we can hit those off-speed pitches. As we strike out, and they get the strikeout punch-out combo to get out of the fourth. Interesting choice is still there. I'm not going to say it threw off my timing, but it kind of seemed like it threw off my timing. As we're now 1 for 7 to start off our AAA career after a hot start with that first hit. And that'll be deep down left field. And that is a no-doubt homer, baby. That is his first home run of his AAA career for O'Neal. An absolute moonshot. 105, 422 feet. As we put 2 on the board here. Oh, man. So we're now 2 for 8. A homer and a double. Heck, yeah. That's what you love to see. We'll take a little bit of a look at it here. And he just times that up inside on the plate. And there's a big curve. And it barely stayed fair. On 422 feet, so that would have been a home run, I think, anywhere in the ballpark. As we're fielding here for the first time in the AAA slate. So that is a rocket to second base. That'll be 1. We'll have to dig it out here if we want to chance it 2. I don't know, it'll be close play at the plate. And we get them for the end of the 7th. So we're up 4-0. So after going shutty through 4, and they're throwing it back. Yeah, look at that inside. Just didn't have any doubts about it. As we went shutty through 4, we're now up 4-0. And that one fouled off. As they have been shut out this whole game, as we're facing Gibson Long on the mound, who throws a slower fastball, slider, changeup, cutter. What are we swinging at? What is that? That was a bad swing for sure by me. But we come back here and take a good take there. 1-2. And we swing at that fastball. Thought those pitches were going to drop down a little bit. Be like a cutter, or not a cutter, slider that he kind of left up. But unfortunately, we don't get to. We struck out twice that game, but we do get a homer and 2 RBIs. So depending on how you look at that, it may be a bad game, may be a good game. 250 with the homer. I mean, would you take a first baseman who bats 200, or, you know, what, 250 and gets a homer in every game? I don't know. Or I guess average is 250 in a couple at bats. As we get the play there, dig it out of the ground, and we're batting 222. A lot of 2s here in the top of the 2nd.
Hot shot to third.
We get one on top of one, and that'll be a grounder to the third baseman. He's going to make an easy play. Take his time over there, why don't you? A little bit of disrespect as we're facing. Is this Casey? That is Casey Mize. What in the world is he doing down here? Detroit's starting pitcher is down in the AAA ranks. Throws a four-seam slider, sinker, splitter, curveball. Splitter is going to be hellish, I feel like. 96 on the fastball. This is our first big leaguer we are facing
Slider misses away.
in the AAA ranks. Interesting enough. Not sure why he's down here halfway through the season, unless he's just having a miserable season in the majors.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1.
Oh my goodness, that sinker goes crazy. Good timing. We just were not anywhere close to it.
Takes a dive under the bat.
We foul off that four-seamer to run it a 1-2. Nobody on, nobody out as we were leading off this inning. Now we're going to have the contact swing.
Short hop liner handled.
Ooh, we get a perfect hit, but that's a one-hopper shortstop, and he will make the play.
Trying to hold a one-run lead.
But not a great start to the game so far, as we are faced with a challenge here. Nobody on, nobody out once again for us, so that's just not a great position to put us in. We are... Let's see if we can just only swing at stuff in the zone and get a hit. Still facing Mize up here today. So we're down 2-3 so far.
Lifted in the air, right field.
That's a good swing. That'll be deep to right field, but it looks like it's going to stay in the park.
And there's one away.
He's not running too terribly hard, and it will stay in the park, and that'll be out
Got
number
the inning
one.
started with a bang on
So we
that
weren't able to
base.
complete it. We did swing his stuff in the strike zone. We just weren't able to get a hit.
Runner at first. And now the right fielder, Daniel Cabrera.
As Cabrera is on with one away.
Down.
He's going to try to sack bunt here. So we're going to make the play to second, hopefully. That's one.
And that's all they'll get.
And we get the lead runner. We don't get the bunter,
We're back here
but
at
we
the
do get the
ballpark.
lead runner, which is the most important thing. Back here in the top of the ninth inning. Last chance here. As we're once again leading off the inning with no outs, no on. We're facing Winge Inter. Heck of a name. Four-seamer slider, two-seam.
Swing and a miss. That one missed by a ton.
Oh my
On a
goodness, I'm not
like
laying
this,
off any of the
hitters are
fastballs
trying
up in the
get
zone.
out in
Keep
front
thinking
so
it's going to
they
be like a
don't
breaking
get
ball or
jammed.
something. And that pitch I couldn't see after it got
By
past
using
the batter's
off-speed
eye.
stuff more frequently. That misses the zone.
We take
And it's
ball
1-1.
one here. I wonder, since we've been called up to AAA this season, I wonder if we'll make it to the majors.
Strike two. Love the
Ooh, and that
foot
slider
The batter
just
often
dropped
pushes
well
the hands to
below
not
the
get
barrel
hit by an
head,
inside
and we missed it
fastball.
completely for
And that
strike
draws
two.
the swing off plane. Nice pitching. That one not close. It's
Ball
2-2.
two way down below the knees. But I wonder if we'll make it to the majors this season. We did decently in the minors, but we are not off to a hot start here in the AAA ranks.
Back
But
to
we'll
the
see.
miss. That's a strikeout.
As we swing under that fastball for strike three, 98 on the
Tough
top
sledding for him
of
in
the
this one
zone.
for sure. This is
As
the kind of
we
game
went
you
0 for
push
4 and lost the
and
game.
fast will hit next.
Back here for game number 4.
O'Neal,
Just don't even look at the
a tall
stats.
first baseman,
Just ignore them for
only
now.
18 years
We're
old.
only 3 games
He was
in.
drafted in the 7th round in
We're going to try to hit
2023.
a double or better. Runner on first, 93 speed.
And the slider just misses.
We check swing there.
On, but the go-ahead
We
run
get
is
something
at
to gap will
first,
score him.
and we're
Ooh.
just getting going at the
Fado
top
only
of
has 3
first.
pitches, a 4-seamer slider circle change.
And it's a pop-up.
Wow.
Valencia
And we
gets
pop it
there
up
early.
right behind the plate.
Makes the grab, and that'll end
Jeez
the
Louise,
inning.
that went
So no
almost into
one out,
orbit
base is
there.
empty.
Took forever to come down. Again against Fado, nobody on. Once again, one away.
Fell back our way, and that's out of
Oh,
play.
and we just need a little early on it. Could have been timed better, but those pitches right there that are meatballs in the zone, we need to take
And that's
advantage
off
of.
the inside edge. We're in the fourth
We
inning,
do
no
struggle pretty frequently with pitches in the zone. We still time it up well. It's just like we don't get the barrel head
And it's 1-2.
to where it
This has
needs to
been a
be
solid outing
as
for
we
him,
swing
and a
through
lot of that is because he
the
keeps
fastball
pounding
below
zone
the knees for
like he
strike
did with
2.
that low fastball.
And that's what I'm talking about. We were early on that one, so that was a little bit more of our fault. Luckily, we were able to foul it off way early there out in front.
And that one is foul. We'll try
Foul
again.
off that fastball there. We need to hit. We are currently like, what, 0 for 6 in our last 6?
Now this is lifted to
And
center.
we get under one on the hands.
2 away.
Typically like those pitches, but we just weren't able to turn on it. Going to be fly out for out number 2. 0 for 2 today.
The first baseman, number 7. 2
2 for 15 is not what you want to see. as we're facing Gibson Long once again.
Foul ball there.
And like that slider, we just can't stay back on it. Can't stay back on that slider for some reason.
And it's strike 2.
That again. He has a lot of break to it. But it's so slow, it's just like we're way out in front of it.
That's a clear
Surprised he didn't go
overthrow
to
by
it for a
the pitcher.
third time.
He's not
And
trying
that'll
to
be
beat
ball
that
number
far
1, the
outside
fastball
zone
up and
on
in.
0-2.
Outside the zone. We fouled that one off just to stay alive here. Back up here. 1 and 2 count. Again, nobody on. We are having a terrible time getting runners on for me. Especially in that 4-hole slot. I'm kind of surprised. The 3-man is just not hitting well. Move us up one slot because I feel like he's always batting with people on or something because he's always the last out of the inning. As we get a contact swing into center field, will that drop? That will drop for a single, so hopefully that'll get us started with a little bloop single here on a 2-2 count. No outs, so we do have runner on, no outs as Rave comes up to bat. He is 0 for 2 today. We're up 2 runs, so we don't necessarily need it. Oh, he's way out in front on that changeup. Looking like us out there with the slider, and that'll be a strikeout for Long. Gibson Long. I don't know. Can you say just the last part of the last name?
Next one's popped in the
That
air
was
into
a
right.
threw his bat at it.
No trouble here.
That'll be a
Puts it
fly
away
out to
for
right.
the out. And
Out
there
number
are
2.
outs.
That's
Two
A.
away,
Nola,
runner on
not
first.
Aaron Nola, not the
Here's
pitcher.
shortstop at the plate.
Blew out. Devaney
Another
up the
full
bat,
count
0 for
pitch.
1
Gets it
today,
high
full
for a
count.
strikeout.
And he swings and misses on that fastball for
On we go to the
strikeout.
bottom of the 6th.
Number 2 of the inning, out
Next
number
to hit,
3.
Edison O'Neal, 1 for 3.
Back up here in the top of the 8th. Score is the same. So we're 1 for 3 today. Gibson Long's throwing a decent game out here out of the pen.
Pop up, foul on the right
And
side.
that one on the hands.
the
Can
way
we get
over.
down? Please don't. Please don't get there. Oh, he's easily there, and a bad swing results in a fly out into foul territory. Just not competitive whatsoever. We need to get our head on our shoulders here. Game number 5, this will probably be our last one today, guys. So hopefully we can turn around and make something of it. We are facing Hill on the hill, who throws a 4-seamer slider, 2-seam, circle change, curveball. What a mouthful. He throws 96 miles an hour in that fastball. We have 1 on. We have 2 away. And we have 1 strike already on us.
Slider misses away.
We check swing on that slider outside the zone. Way to stay back and not get out in front of yourself. 1-1 count here.
Close there.
Ooh.
It's 2-1.
Luckily that was a slider because it ran in just enough not to hit him at the belt.
That's
Ball
great
3. If we can start this game off with a walk, I won't be too upset. 3-1 here. Get a runner in scoring position if we can get a walk.
That one finds the zone.
That wasn't a bad take. It was a good pitch, down and in, almost on the black. A slider. Oh, why do we swing at that? Luckily we fouled it off for for a full count still. Come on here, O'Neal. Oh my goodness, middle, good timing. Oh, what in the world? That is one thing I feel like they need to fix. Like, it's just like timing's just not like good timing. Oh, I mean, I know it's legend. I get it. But man, is it tough. We fouled off 2 good pitches. That one, good timing again, just under it, no good contact. That was inside on the barrel at least. It wasn't barreled up that great, and we fly out to center field. No runners on once again here for O'Neal. 3-0 though.
And that's in the dirt.
Still facing Hills. He throws a curveball down in the dirt in the other batter's box. 1-0. 2 away in the top of the 3rd. Fastball looked like it limped in there at 94. Good timing. Just missed it completely. We were timing things up good here. We're just not getting results as we line out to the 3rd baseman. And that is the worst thing. As Flores is here once again, we faced him a time, I think, at the beginning of the video. Ooh, he has a good cutter, I remember. But that is the worst feeling when you're doing everything right, timing it up good. Oh my goodness, that one just late under it, fly out of bounds to the catcher. I mean, you're timing things up. You're just not putting the barrel on the ball. It's just unfortunate as we're 0 for 3 once again, just not having great hits. They're going to send us down here soon as we foul one off. 92 off the bat. If we can't figure it out, they are going to send us down for sure.
Strike two. I don't know how you catch up
We
to
swing
that.
on that fastball in on the inside for strike 2.
Nice eye right there. Nice take.
Heck of a take there by O'Neill.
And
Barely missed the zone for ball 1.
And there's a ball.
That one's an easier take. 97 away from the zone. 2-2 here. Nobody on, no outs. Top of the 8th. Ball 3, the curveball grazed the ground. A 1-hopper to the catcher. Just early on it. Fouls it off. Not a great placement for the 2-seamer, but we weren't able to damage. And we will get walked here, so we'll stay 0-3 at least. We do get some more on-base percentage points. We've walked quite a few here. I think we walked 3 or 4 times already, as Brosseau will fly out to right for out number 1. We've been able to walk a little bit more so, I feel like, than we did in the minors in our first 5. But we have struck out 3 or 4 times as well, so our strikeout to walk ratio is about 1. This crosses up. And a bad swing on the inside on the shins there will get a strikeout. At least he swung. At least he didn't look up there fooled completely. I don't know which would have been worse, looking completely stupid on the and just not swinging or swinging like that. As he gets on top of 1, that'll be an easy play for the second baseman. So shortstop doesn't even lose his glove as he gets out number 3 there. As we are taking the field, bases juiced for Soretti. 0 for 3 today, so hopefully can't come through here. And that is on the ground to shortstop. Should take, the force out at second base, and that'll be out of the end. He gets out of the jam here. He's fired up walking back to the dugout. And that'll be the end for us, guys. I appreciate you all tuning in. Don't forget to check out the rest of our series here at the end of the video and stuff like that. But again, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'll see you all in the next one.